Hello, welcome to Zen Woman. I'm Kirsty Jones, founder of Zen Woman, and today we're going to do a little talk on friendships and friends and people and hoarding people, and when we realise that we're hoarding people, how to let them go or why we should let them go. Now, there are several different types of friends that we all have in our lives. We've got the Facebook connections. Sorry about that. Having something falling down there. So we have the Facebook connections. These are people that often we've never even met, but we have some sort of positive interaction online, or they make us feel a bit connected, or it makes us feel good to have so many friends on there. Okay, so there's nothing so bad about that. Then we have the people that we'll say hello to when we see in the street. Maybe we went to school together, or maybe we've bumped into them once or twice. So we'll be polite, we'll say hello to them, but it never really goes any further than that. Then we have the next level, which are people that we meet up with that we maybe knew a long time ago, or maybe we've met recently. And we meet up with them when it's convenient, no big deal. And then we have the people that we actually miss, the friends who we miss when we don't see, and when we do see, it's like we've never been apart. Now today I'm not going to talk about the Facebook or social media. I'm not talking about those that you say hello to in the street. That's a great way of interacting with people, and I'm not talking about the people that you miss. I'm talking about the people that you put time into, the people that you meet up with, that you're not really that bothered about it. The effort that goes into keeping up a conversation, making the time to meet up with people in your life, the other things that you sacrifice to make that time, is it worth it when you just meet someone because it's a chore, because you feel like you have to, because you feel rude if you don't make the time to see them? Is that actually respectful to them when you just meet them out of duty? And do you think you're truly being your best self when you don't really want to be there? Not that you dislike the person, but when you'd rather be somewhere else, when you've got other things that you should be doing. It doesn't make us feel good when we're not acting in congruence, when we're not being congruent. Now, congruent means being the same internally and externally. So if I want to meet someone and I really want to, and I go and meet them and I express that, I'm congruent. But if I don't really want to meet them, and I go and meet them anyway, and oh no, it's good to see you, that's incongruent, because I don't really feel that, and it makes you feel off balance. They can sense it. It's not a positive interaction that you have then anyway. But why do we feel this need to stay in touch? Where is this social convention that you're not allowed to just fade away from people for a time even? Do we not all deserve to be happy, and do we not all deserve the respect of someone's actual attention when they're with you? I, for one, would hate to know that somebody's putting time in to see me and they'd rather be somewhere else, that I am that chore that they need to tick off the list because they haven't seen me in a month or 2 months. That makes me feel pretty bad about myself. I would much rather spend the time meeting people that are excited to see me, maybe less often, maybe less of them, but that make me feel good about myself, that make me feel valued. I want to make other people feel valued and good about themselves, but I can't do that if I don't truly value that person in a way that I'm willing to put all the time and effort into them. Personally, I feel it's much better to have less of those close friends, but to form real bonding relationships with them, to give them more time and more effort, to really allow them to flourish. Because realistically, we don't need 10 or 20 or 50 or thousands of friends. There was a study, again, I'm not very good at remembering things like this, and it said something like the human emotional system, this connective system that we have, can only make 4 good, strong, holding friendships. 4. That's as much as we have the capacity for. We have the friends that we can get on with, but 4 of those deeply connected, best friends sort of situations. More than that, obviously it may vary 1 or 2 depending on people, but generally we just don't have the emotional capacity to connect that deeply with that many more people. I would rather have 4 really good connections than 10 50-50 because I've spread myself too thinly. Maybe you feel differently. I don't know. But this is what I've learned and what I feel and what I've researched. I hope it serves you well. And remember, don't feel guilty for not seeing people. Maybe they actually feel the same way and you'd both be relieved to have a bit of extra time. Doesn't mean you don't have to see someone just because they're having a rough time. If they're a true friend that you care about, then they are worth that time. It just means taking a moment to think before you make a plan. Am I doing this because I feel like I owe them as a chore, or am I doing this because I really care about this person? Thank you for watching and listening. I would be honoured to hear your comments or your thoughts on this topic or any other. And I cannot wait to see you in the next video.